talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Josh Allen in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. $34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Off play action. Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone,
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they get him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2 seconds to go, first quarter.
Get the ball. Check three.
On second down now, it's Hubbard. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. No score after one on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 10 logo.
15. Check my 15. No chance.
To throw on third down, Lawrence. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Too little, tight end Ringo.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Hubbard. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. They'll run on first down. Winslow. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
He's crashing. He's gripping.
On second down, it's Hubbard. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Looking to throw. Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. This quarterback now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. 2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Hubbard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Going deep downfield for Ross. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10.
We go! 70, Indy! Go, go, go! Get it!
A final shot before break. Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go!
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll run it again with Barkley. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Going to throw right side here, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take over now first and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And touchdown! A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Well, it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he's got room. And all the way down to the 26. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 26. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself confident.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And some space here. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Samson Abuka leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
90 Wolf.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Well, this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over first and 10. Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
12.
On third down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I we enjoy our time at the table.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On the run, he'll let this go deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Now it's Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Miller. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans' 10. A big play that time for the Raiders. 48 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Miller. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown, Raiders.
His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. He gets it complete to Harris. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Miller on 1st and 10.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Yeah, get it.
Throwing again. Lawrence. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Miller now, off the play fake. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. 15 on it. 50's a mic. 50's a mic. 6 man. Check curls. Check curls. Check curls.
Looking to throw. Miller. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now it's Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Raiders.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for our visitors, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.